The biggest meaning that our buildings have for us, it's the legacy. We've had multiple people pass away, and this is really what's left of them. It was their American dream, and it was their dream to see this through. And now we've stepped into their shoes, and we're trying to carry this dream forward and make the best for the community and the people that are there and for the generations to come. So my name is Sophia. My family has owned properties in New York since the 90s. Unfortunately, we had a series of deaths in the family, and my husband and I have kind of been thrown into the fire to deal with these properties. So we operate housing in the Bronx. We are in the Tremont area. So it's a very interesting mix of people, a really diverse group of people, and it's a really cool area. Our building was built in the 20s, so it's over 100 years old. We've had many tenants there for decades, so they are ingrained in the neighborhood. We have a lot of Latino, we have generational tenants where we have elderly parents, grandparents, kids, grandkids. So it's a really family-oriented environment. I don't think you could handle a day in my life. I mean, my days never end. There's no such thing as a weekend. It's 24/7. One day I could be dealing with a leak and I have a super on speed dial and I've had to learn Spanish. Every day is really different. And the scary thing is there's a lot of things that I do that nobody knows that we do them. No, we don't get recognition for do them, but somehow we are the fabric that's kind of keeping this housing alive for this community. So our relationship with our tenants, just because we have so many tenants, it's easier for us to operate with a management kind of face, just because obviously there are certain things that are emergencies, but there are things that aren't necessarily emergencies. So for us, it's easier to be able to help as many people as possible to kind of set some parameters. So for us, we're always available via email, we're always available via phone, but we do have kind of like catch-alls to kind of alleviate and streamline communication processes. But our tenants often email us all the time. We wish them happy holidays. We try to engage with them as much as possible. I mean, the biggest meaning that our buildings have for us, it's the legacy. As I said, we've had multiple people pass away, and this is really what's left of them. It was their American dream, and it was their dream to see this through. And now we've stepped into their shoes, and we're trying to carry this dream forward and make the best for the community and the people that are there and for the generations to come. I mean, to be honest with you, we think of walking away every day, and the environment that we're operating in is just, we have a foot on our throat 24/7. And it just seems like it's getting worse every year. We'd love to do more for our tenants. We'd love to do more for our properties. Unfortunately, the regulations that we're operating under just prohibit everything. We don't have the flexibility or the control to do things that would make life easier for everybody because of all of the bureaucratic red tape. Some of the things we'd love to do, we'd love to be able to invest in our properties. We'd love to be able to do new roofs, new boilers, new systems, new controls, new renovations. But simply with the numbers and the policies in place, we're just prohibited. I would say the biggest moment that I think marks the system kind of stacked against our buildings are rent stabilized. So we are really in a crisis place right now, is the rent board guidelines and how a small select group is making decisions on the livelihood for not just housing providers, but the tenants that are in them. And these policies are ultimately eliminating housing for these people that they're trying to protect through overregulation. I think the biggest thing that's broken in this city regarding small property owners is that small property owners don't have any seat at any table. And these policies that are coming out are directly affecting us, but somehow no one is ever asking us what are the costs that are associated with these measures that we're now forced to implement? What are the repercussions for tenants who may not be asking for them? There's all these things that had anybody in Albany or in the city asked, we could come to a much better outcome for all of the parties. But again, no one is talking to us. No one is considering us. I wish that council members would understand that providing housing is not a one-size-fits-all approach, and every building is different. Every building has different needs. Rent-stabilized buildings are a very specific kind of asset that need a lot of care and resources, and we can't be lumped together with apartments and housing providers that have one stabilized unit and 99% market rate apartments, because the tenant makeup and the makeup of the building is very different. So housing is not a one-size-fits-all approach, and it shouldn't be.